Now, Barracrat, I'm not going to even talk too much, but I'm going to show you what I mean by my past game. You let it play like at least 3 times in a row. So we got the banker and the player. And the player won, okay? So I'm going to keep it short and sweet and simple so you know how to win money. Just make sure you have a bet of 160. I start off with 160 $5 bets. Put it on $5 bets. Put it on $1 bets. You could play it online, but if you want to take a risk, but they will cheat you when they say it was a network error or somehow your network sometime blocks out, okay? Now, if you have 2 wins in a row, okay, for the player, you can probably play most likely the banker, but I recommend that you play $10 and wait for the 3 in a row to pop up. So if the player won 3 times in a row, now we are going to play the banker, okay? As you already see, I have a total down on the bottom there. Right here on the bottom, it says 5,000, okay? And we can easily play multiply times 2. We focus on the banker now. And where the banker wins, we win, okay? So we lose. So we're going to multiply times 2. It's called the Martingale system. The banker is about to win. So as you already know, we won. Once you win, you stop, okay? You press X and you just play. You can play 2, wait for 2 in a row to play. Or you can play for 3. I'd rather wait for 3, okay? So when 3 pops up, you can play 10, 20, 40, okay, and so forth. But you play low. You always play minimum bets. My casino where I live at, right? They play at least for Baccarat, okay? I keep mispronouncing it. They usually start off at $50 because they know $50 is a lot of money to try to martingale. If you can't martingale, then you already know you shouldn't be there. You have to go somewhere else. Play online if you have to in some senses. Right now, I see that the banker won 3 times in a row. So I'm going to play. I'm not going to lose like 6 in a row. Okay, 6 in a row. It's not going to be on one side. But you understand my point here by playing Martingale system. And so I lost this one. So you multiply. That's my second loss. This is my second loss right here, right? I know I won. Okay, now as we are not going to continue this because your whole goal is to get your money back. I'll come in here with $160, play $1 table or $5 table. If you play $5 tables, it will usually come down to this. I'll show you in the calculations here. 5 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. As you can see, you have 5 losses in a row. If you play $1 tables, what it will come down to times 2, you can actually go a little bit more. So it's up to you to make that decision. And, you know, see right here, I'm trying not to go over $200, you see? And it's up to you if you want to stay there that long to get $100, $128. As we're going to try it right now, as a matter of fact. Go back to the table and go back to 1. But you get more chances when you do $1. As I said before, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 chances with $128. And go back to the bugger table and then just play. Okay, push X to clear it. And we're going to try 2 in a row. Okay, so, you know, as you see that the player won twice in a row. You see it? See the 9? Baccarat is usually a game played up to 9 instead of the usual like 21 for blackjack. The catch, how the math is going, you don't have to worry about it too much because it does it for you automatically. But why are you bothering me? Okay, good. Put it down. Go play. So player 1, we're gonna play the banker, $1. And how this game is played is that if you go over 9, you have to subtract 10. The face cards, which is Jack, Queen, and King, are worth 0. Okay. Okay, so I won. So we're just going to start that over. And you see on the corner, lower on the midpoint, right here, right below this right here, you can see that the player, okay, or if they tie, that's still a win. So if the player won twice in a row, right? So you're going to play the banker. And I'm playing at $1, so I have 7 chances. I'm not going to lose 7 chances. But if you go to a casino, a big-time casino, You're not going to find a 1, a 5, or even a $10 table, as a matter of fact, because, you know, they know how you can make a killing off of it. And so since I won, understand this. If you bet on the banker to win, you lose at least about 5% of your bet. They take that money, okay? You pay that money immediately. Other than that, I do not recommend playing the banker's side, okay? Because you lose a little bit of money, okay? But understand this: if you can play it online, go ahead and try it. Be quick, because it's quick. I like quick money. I don't want to be sitting there all day, and that's the problem. Sitting there all day. So now the banker we see on the left hand, on the bottom right here, the banker won twice in a row. So we're going to play immediately, or we're going to wait. If we wait and let it play, if the banker wins again, now we can increase our value to 5, okay? But that gives us less chances to win. Do you understand, okay? So I made it very clear. I'm playing on a player. And if I lose, I will Martingale up. Martingale system, okay? So we got $10. And usually 9 times out of 10, since we got a push, we're still going to play the same thing. When it's pushed, to play the same amount. Go to the next level, okay? And so we got our money back. So start off at the $1 table, right? And you can make either decision. You can have 7 chances to win $1, or you can wait, you know, so you can have 7 chances to win with $1, or, you know, if he wins like 2 in a row, or any side win that 2 in a row, you play the opposite. Or you can play 3 in a row and play at $5, and you can increase in increments. But this is how I play my strategy, okay? So I'll play a little bit more so you can understand. The moral of what Barracrat it plays is basically this. If you have 9, you have a 7, 8, or 9, you most likely don't need to draw anymore. You're forced to draw the 3rd card if you draw a 6. You understand? So now I'm going to play a 5 in the bankers area. I'm going to lose money if I win, but I'm going to lose 5%, okay? So other than that, I lost it. And we're going to Martingale system. We're not going to get up to 160 because I told you before, you have to wait until see a push. Now the push means to just play it again. We're going to wait until the banker wins. So we won. Now you see how it says $19 there. We lost $1. Okay, that's 5%. 5% of 20 is 19 is $1. Okay, so that's why I don't really play that too much. Okay, so just play. Okay, so the banker won twice. Okay, you see it when it's gray. Okay, grayed out. Okay, the banker is 4. Okay, and so you see we can play the player now, but we're taking a chance. Okay, no win. Okay, continue. Sometimes the computer can read you. So when you start seeing that, you know it's not real, it's a push. But I have not seen 10 in a row. Okay, there's another push. Okay, see. It's another push. Now it's going to switch over to the banker. So the banker can cheat us. Okay, I call it cheating. Okay. We won. So when you get your money back, you always reset, you push X, and then you understand how to play this game. The game is really complex. Basically, if you start off with a 6, you cannot get any more hits. You get 2 cards. Okay, you get 2 cards. If it equals up to a 6, you cannot, get any extra cards, which sucks on your side. Now for the banker, however, if the banker gets a 7, 8, or 9, he can't get no more cards. Okay, he has to stand. It kind of resembles blackjack, but you're going to need that last 3rd card, okay? Because that 3rd card will determine whether you win or not. If you go over 9, you have to subtract. So let's play this, for example, here. We have 4, okay? This guy, the banker, let's make an example here. The banker has, the first 2 cards was 4 and 8. Okay, so that's the banker, which equals a 12. Okay, So you have to subtract 10 because you went over 9. Okay? If you get 10, you have to subtract that 10. And then you got 2. So 2 plus 4 equals a 6. See? And that's how it's played on both sides. Okay? He can't play no further. But once a 7 is hit for the banker, he cannot get any more. You see, the banker has to stop at 7, 8, or 9. And it's pretty hard to beat a 9 because the 9 is the highest. Okay? Actually the banker has the slight when you play the banker, you have a slight advantage. Okay? I think the percentage is higher to win if you play the banker. Okay? We'll try one more time, and then we're gonna call it again. See these ties? Okay, it's fishy. That's very fishy, but it can happen out here, and we win our money. Okay, but other than that, that's all I really want to say about Barracrat. Okay, and happy trollings, guys. This waits until a certain amount of player or the banker wins in a row, and then you get your money back. Okay, you must have an investment, because as I can see, if you ever did find a table that had 10 and $10 as a minimum of bet, and you want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses in a row. The whole goal when you play in the Martingale system is to get the money back so you won't be in the negative. Anybody who doesn't think about getting the money back they just lost is actually in the negative. Okay, there is also another strategy. A reverse of Martingale's system is called, I forgot what the name of it's called though, but there's a reverse. So whenever you win, you double up, okay? And that's not a good strategy because you'll have more money you just lost. And then you have to double up to get the money back again. Okay, let's say if you win, if you lose, you stay at the same, okay? You stay the same. But if you win, you double up, you double up, you double up, you double up. But if you lose that money you just doubled up, oh my God, okay? Because the next one, you already lost that amount of money, right? Because you doubled up every time you won, right? So you don't want to play the opposite of Martingale system. I tried to play it, and it did not work both too well. As a matter of fact, let's make an example of what that strategy is. I forgot what the strategy is called, but what I'm going to do here is basically go into that and try to show you, okay, if it would let me. And that strategy is called, let me see, okay, there is strategies here, and there's a reverse Martingale. It's called reverse Martingale. You do not want to do that. Okay, so what is reverse Martingale? Reverse Martingale is basically whenever you win, okay, for example, let's play 100. Okay, do I have any odds evens to spin? Let's try to find a pattern first. So now we got 13 up in the upper left hand corner here. We got 13. We got 3. We got 26. There is no pattern. Okay. And this is what the reverse Martingale is. So we got 32, 13, and 3. There is no pattern there. Pattern is 1 through 18, even, red, black, 19 through 36. So now we have 2 reds. I usually play on 2 reds. So I'm just going to put 100 on the black. Now if I win, I'm going to double up. This is why I'm going to tell you. So I lost. So if I lost, what do? You're going to Martingale. Okay, repeat bet. This is my strategy. You Martingale up. Now there is these people out there who believe that you should Martingale when you win, which is called reverse Martingale. But see, there's no point. Okay, so you won, right? Okay, rebet, and then you multiply that. This 800, you lose that. You still have to continue on with the Martingale. Okay, but maybe if you win one time, it may be okay, but still you're taking a high risk chance by, you know, every time you win. So I won. Okay, let's try it again. We're going to Martingale again. We're going to try to Martingale when we win this time and see what happens. Now, losing on a reverse Martingale is very, very bad because you got to get that money back. Okay, and you do not want to do that. Okay. See, we're not changing. So we got the money plus more, but I think you go back to, once you win, you're supposed to go back to 0. It can work, but I highly doubt it because there was times I just kept losing, and I do not recommend the reverse Martingale system because you got to get back the money that you lost. Okay, peace.